Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kahakodash. And I'm back to continue what I left off with yesterday. I was reading. Battery was going down. So I'm gonna start this over again, this portion that I was reading from about the guillotines. We're gonna continue finish with the Revelation 20 and 4, I believe. Yeah. So turn this down a bit. Alright. As I was saying, let me pick this back up. Joseph Ignace, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Joseph Ignace, guillotine, 28 May 1738 through 26 March 1814. Was a French physician, politician, and Freemason who proposed on October 1789 the use of a device to carry out executions in France as a less painful method. Although he did not invent the guillotine and oppose the death penalty, his name became an eponym. That's the word I was getting ready to go into. All right. Strong's G 3686. Onoma. ONOMA. In general, it means in general of the name by which a person or a thing is called. Eponym, a person after whom a discovery, invention, place, etc. is named, or thoughts to be named. Kind of like how Alexander the Great named the places he conquered after himself, like that. The word eponym is from Greek epinumos, which means given as a name, given one's name to a thing or person. This person may be living or dead, a fictional character or hero, etc. Term is also used to describe the word so derived. All right. As it continues, as it reads, eponym for, let me see, pick up from left off. A less painful method. Although he did not invent the guillotine and opposed the death penalty, his name became an eponym for it. The actual inventor of the prototype was a man, nigger. I mean, there ain't no man gonna do such a thing, but a nigger would design these contraptions. His name was Tobias Schmidt, a small hatter, from what it sounds like, working with the king's physician, Antoine Louis. And over here, we would pronounce it Anton Louis. But over in France, it's Antoine Louis, That's what that is. So, yeah, these Jive Town 15-minute cities are built up for Jake to be caught up. I mean, you know, they designed to cut your chip off for you to be drugged out, jabbed up. Okay, it's built for niggas, and the 2/3 really, because the 1/3 is gonna have the oil and the eye salve, the discipline, the faith. This basically is all faith. All right. You know, because it's official war between Jacob and Esau. All right, but you got the 2/3 thinking they can get up and they're gonna do their part. They're gonna do their part. They're gonna soften them up for the 1/3. You know, it's the 1/3, you know, come down from New Jerusalem. And the brand new fresh bodies, man. We was shy under orders to take out those 2/3 and those heathens. You know, the wicked Israelites ain't gonna listen to nobody. All right, you're gonna continue and do what they want to do things their way. Isaiah 55:7 through 9 reads, "Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon." And verse 8 says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord." And verse 9 says, "For the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." So those of us with the oil and the eye salve, discipline, will have what the 2/3 want, and that's fear of the Lord. Okay. It's the Lord's movie. It's gonna go the way he go. All right. Now the 2/3, they're gonna go ahead and they're gonna go ahead to the Palisades, okay? All right. For the size of rice grain, that 11.5 millimeters bio compatible glass capsule, silicon microchip, tuning capacitor, copper antenna coil into their skin because they think they can take out Esau with guns. Well, that gun ain't gonna save us. That's Esau's weapon. All right. Let Esau think he can puff his chest up. Speaking of that, I'm going in and read this Habakkuk 2:4 in the GNT. And it reads, "And this is the message. Those who are evil will not survive, but those who are righteous will live because they are faithful to our power." Now, even with that being said, all right, it's all about that faith, man, because that's exactly what it's going to be. Going to have to have that comforter, you know, praying without ceasing. Yeah, right, we're going to have to keep our heads straight. You know, niggas going to be all around, freaking out and falling out, because they ain't going to see this coming. But those of us who do fear the Lord knows better. All right, let me see something. See, dig what I'm saying? That devil's coming down. All right, coming down the great wrath. They trying to keep the humanity. All right, they trying to keep the population under 500 million. All right, they trying to keep it under 500 million. Here it is, almost 8 billion people. All right, and you know they're getting ready to come down with their curfews and the roadblocks, the military style roadblocks. You get ready to see a lot of dogs out here, and I ain't talking about made of flesh and blood either. You're gonna be seeing some drones. Okay, you're gonna be seeing some robots. They already got the robots in these races. Okay, all right. You got the robots fast enough to out hit you in the ping pong game. Okay, if they can outrun you and beat you in the damn game of ping pong, I won't be surprised if they trying to come up with a way to match these video games to real life things like the flying guillotines. Now it sounds funny, but they used to come on martial arts theater back in the day. Like those of us old enough used to watch the martial arts theater. All right, from the PBS martial arts theater on Saturday mornings 40 years ago. And so around 40 years ago, around the early 80s, I was a kid, show my age. I was like, what, 9 years old in 83? So I can't do the math right there. All right. One of my favorites was the flying guillotine. All right. You'd be surprised if they link that up with these robots. All right. Just to add to the Gallows. Esau with his technology. They got things, obviously we've been taught, that we ain't seen nothing yet, All right, you coming down with that great rap, man. All right. Yeah, Second Ezra's 1671. We start at 69. And they that consent unto them shall be Salakia. Read that again. Second Ezra 1669. All right. They that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. Kind of like how they gonna have us in these cities, man. Jacked up. And all the details and the thing that entails with that, So verse 70 reads, turn this shit down, son. Okay. For there shall be in every place and in every next cities, right? A great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. These 15-minute cities, these jive towns. They gonna lie to everybody at first, with 2/3 gonna go in there blindly thinking it's a slick bill and find themselves in derision. Verse 71, Second Ezra 1671 says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. So they coming after Jake, man, with everything they got. All right. Because the 2/3 is going to continue to be doing things their way. So I don't need trying to talk to somebody who got their ears full of block walls, got brick walls in their head, Don't need to mess around with that. All right, because Second Ezra 8:1 says, and he answered me, saying, the Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for a few, and that's the 1/3. With the 2/3 in the kingdom, okay, that's Jacob, turn to rule the world. Okay, it ain't gonna be for Esau. Esau gonna be our slaves, and the rest of the heathens gonna be our slaves. You have 1,000 years our foot up their ass. You know what I'm saying? Whoop on the other heathens too. In due time, the heathens gonna be whooping on the Edomites as well. And line them bad boys up in the end and have a roast party. You know what I'm saying? And take them guys out. So you want to build jive towns around here. You want to burn up fires all over the continents. You are being a hammer. You being Esau. You're being the hammer of the earth. What the Lord designed you to do. For those of us with faith, not better. We're gonna wait upon the Lord. The 1/3 is gonna wait upon the Lord, man. All right. So we got to keep our faith and remember that Sirach 2:4 says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art charged. It's like when thou art changed to a lower state. So maintain trust, faith, and integrity, man. We'll go through the lower state we're going through now, prior to going into the kingdom. It's all right. Okay. You gonna worry about what the 2/3 think about us. All right. All righteousness is filthy rags, man. Okay, it's so good. Because that's what the enemy wants us to think. But soon, the right hand and the left hand gonna take them down. Okay. Let the left hand of the 2/3 do what they way, and the 1/3 will wait upon the Lord for that spiritual power. All right. Shabbat verse 2 and 5 says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So we have, to go through that fire, all right, to be purity, to be pure as gold. Stand fast in your faith, man. That power, man, the spiritual power, it's the real deal. I pray for the flock constantly, and it's good for the apostles to keep their foot in our ass. They have to, because sometimes, you don't want to be straying around, going off into that old shit. I repented months ago, and I would love to keep it that way. And I pray to stay repentant. We all go off. But the difference between before coming in the truth and now is that we fear the Lord. 2/3 don't do that. All right. 2/3 have no damn fear whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? So, we got to be on the lookout. All right. If you can't get to the highways and the hedges, man, and you carry some kind of outside, you have some oil, be making some videos. Okay? Do that. Okay? This is, they're going to come down with their great wrath. They get the roadblocks, putting up the jive towns, the 15-minute cities, the curfews and all. Sound the horn, man. Okay? All right? Sound the horn. Don't just sit on your thumbs, man. All right? Get into this thing. All right? Ezekiel 3:17 says, son of man. Turn this down, son. Salakia. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. All right, therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning for me. All right. This is what the Lord is building his army, man. And we work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. I am just paraphrasing. Okay. All right. Seek ye the Lord, which is another paraphrase. And sound the horn. All right. Do what you gotta do to get there, man. Make some videos. All right. All right. Lord willing, I'll come back with another video later related to the subject matters. I gotta get some classing right now. I know I'm not trying to miss too many classes, but I'll catch back up with them. I'm always watching these videos all day, so gotta see who's on right now. So I gotta take me some more notes. All right, Aki and Akwav. All right, with that, let's say Shalom, DTA, Baba Ball.